brings me back to our traditional rulers. Our traditional authorities have become the worst enemies of Ambazonians. They've oppressed our people even more than La République du Cameroon in some particular communities. We've heard of cases, people crying of how the fonds and chiefs of their communities have confiscated their lands, sold their lands to multiple people, and all of these things. What message do you have to our traditional authorities, especially those that have even been put there by La République du Cameroon, about land confiscation and seizure within their communities? This message, what message do you have for them, most especially, Mr. President, because our people are dying and suffering in the hands of most of these traditional authorities?
These people are an aberration. They are an aberration. I reminisce the fund on So Utola Ijo, that the fund does not move, the palace does not move.
Exactly.
I reminisce the bravery of rulers whom we revered. You remember, you could not even think that the quick fund was passing and you were around. They say you were going to burn into something else. Exactly. You could not imagine your own chief of fund giving a fist bomb to somebody. These people have humiliated us to the point where we become ashamed of ourselves. One of the pride of the Ambazonian has been sometimes the way some of our funds and chiefs had concocted themselves. It gave us pride. Now we are a universal laughing stock.
Puts our head in shame.
They have not ended there. They have now become businessmen. The supposed custodian of our culture that can only thrive on our piece of land have become the ones selling the same piece of land. No land, no culture. Okay, and so when I look at these things and everybody wants to associate them, oh, you are Ambazonians. No, it is not a question of Ambazonia. It's a question of our being. It's a question about our own dignity. It's a question about our own traditions. Whether Ambazonia or no Ambazonia, every people will strive to protect their culture. So if you have chiefs becoming mediators and intermediaries and facilitators to the wholesale mortgage of our piece of land, what kind of advice do you want me to give them? And that's why Ambazonians need to be educated, to take a stand, to speak out. And we are going to use the forces against them. We are going to use the forces against them. I have always said this. We are running a very difficult war. They laugh at us. They make a mockery of us. When John Frundi was in the barrack, that's when he realized that noise that he was making out there had its limit.
That's right.
When this lunatic Mundi was picked up, and I watched her on the video, and I looked at her face, and I looked at the demonstration of power and invincibility that they showed when they are out there. You really know that all this noise that they are making, all these things that they are doing, when they will fall into our hands, and that possibility is there. Every day I get up, I'm trying to arrest these people. And we will set an example. And it's not because we hate them, but because, like your question, we cannot understand why in the 21st century, 2024, we are still so backward in certain practices. We give away everything without blinking. We give away our name. We embrace their anthem. We embrace their flag. We give away our land. We take them into our palaces. We give them our children. We turn our girls into their house girls. We turn our boys into everything. We give it up until we have come and said, no, And what I tell you is this: even if we don't succeed, we will lay the foundation for the next generation to have something to work on, because we don't have anything we are working on.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. President.